I'm Bobby Kimbrough, and we're here tonight at the opening event of the 7th annual Edelbrock Revved Up for Kids car show. This thing began innocently enough, and now it has grown into huge proportions. We're here to talk to Christy Edelbrock and get the skinny on exactly how this started. Christy, can you give us a little bit of info on what happened here and how this began?
6 years ago, just came up with a concept, helping to raise money for the school. A little thing, to put logos on t-shirts for the PV Marathon. I've never worked so hard in my life for $1,000. And I said, there's got to be a better way, Let's call on our car crowd, our enthusiasts, our friends, and really put on a big car show. I decided to use this event this year to kick off our celebration for our 75th anniversary, which is actually next year in 2013. So I want to call to, the legends of the industry, that helped Vic Sr. back in the day, that helped my dad, that helped us get to where we are today, and more, and hear their stories, and lies and fun, and bench racing, and back to where it all began.
Jenny, this event really started out very casual, and it has turned into something special. How has the Edelbrock Revved Up for Kids car show and the weekend really benefited the Center for Learning Unlimited?
Edelbrock has supported our children for the last 10 years, and because of this family and because of the efforts of so many volunteers, we are now completing our occupational therapy room that will help continue to serve children with complex challenges.
Well, I've been friends with the Edelbrock family for probably over 60 years. When I first got started, when I was 17 years old, Vic Edelbrock Sr. more or less took me under his wing and guided me and showed me the right and the wrong way to do things. He had a couple of employees, Bobby Meeks and Don Toll, Bob Bradford, Fran Hernandez, that also more or less mothered me and made sure that I learned right. And the Edelbrock family and I go back for so many years that I just support them in everything they do.
Well, of course, I met Vic Sr. many years ago. I think in 46 or 7 is the first time I met him. In fact, he was working in a gas station, and he had drill presses and everything all set up in this old abandoned gas station. He was in there drilling those heads and going crazy, and so I met him then, and then later, of course, Vic Jr. And so I was racing El Mirage and Bonneville and all that, very early. And so they've asked me to come here and be on the panel, a discussion panel here, and talk about the history of hot rodding and customizing.
I know my father, who started this company. He started from the grassroots up and worked very hard and all that, and we've all worked very hard. But it's important to us to give back, whether we do it in supporting the school in Torrance, which is absolutely fantastic. What we hear and see down there is just great. Or if it's working with a school like OTC in Cleveland and helping young people get the right direction, or being involved with this engine challenge out here, which gives young people competition so they can go out after it and do their thing. It's giving back. We must do that. There must be a balance there, and we're very happy that we're successful enough that we can give that back. And after the last 4 or 5 years, nobody knew where in the hell they were going to be. But we're there, we're coming back strong, and this is the least we can do. We're made in America, we are America, the good old US of A, and we always will be.